When we're passing the guard, we're moving to Kesa Gatami position, or Kazure Kesa Gatami is what they call it in judo. It is a underhook sort of version of side control where you're on your hips, and some of the wrestling community people, they call it head on. Right, then we're going to switch to reverse Kesa, or twister side, some people might call it. Those are the two main terms I've heard it referred to. And from there, we're going to step over to mount. When we step over to mount, from there, we're going to get rolled over. Okay, so it's just like what we call flow drill 2. The first one, we're like using good posture guard breaks. This one, we're using our knee in center. We have a technique video out on that. We like to use that cross knee slide pass. We call it a slider pass. Kesa, especially with our judo program here at the school, we use a lot of Kesa as well after our throws and then after our guard passes, and in tons of other ways as well. So check out our flow drill, subscribe to our page. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so we're in the guard. Here I'm going to go wide with my knees, then narrow. See how I raise up vertically. Then I come back down in my normal base, so I go wide, narrow, wide, but between that narrow, wide, I come up. I pass the guard. I've slowed this down a little bit for the breakdown to a Kesa. And I like for the guy on bottom to give me resistance in each position. Okay, so here I go to reverse Kesa, and I step over and I lead with the foot on the mat. I'm going to continue to highlight these throughout the process. He just does the normal bridge and roll we showed in the first flow drill on the playlist. It might not be the first one on the playlist. So he comes up. I'm always noting that I don't want to bring my knees too close together. So that's why I do the wide knees first, and then I bring my knees back to the normal base, then wide again, and that opens the guard. See there, I preempt. I left off at this last one. I preempt and I escape his mount early. And typically, I am escaping and bridge and rolling straight into a pass. I am letting him get his guard back on me now so I can do the break each time. And you kind of break with your back a little bit too. That's something that Hickson was saying on a guard pass he just posted, where he does the knee in the center up for his self-defense unit. So here I kind of turn down almost to a 45. I block the hip a little bit, sit through, sink my weight into him. Then he turns in. I step over after his failed bridge. When he stops trying, that's when I step over. He does a nice little oblique crunch, bridges and rolls me. That hand on the mat won't work if he does that correctly. He gets good posture, wide, narrow, wide, opens the guard, cuts the knee slide through the center. We call that a slider pass. Shoots to Kesa. I'm trying to get out. Shoots there to reverse Kesa, steps over, foot on the mat first, then knee. I'm escaping, kind of preempting, and trying to posture up. I push his hand away. Wide, narrow, wide. I come vertically up, trying to always keep my shoulders back. This break we do, the knee in the center break and the posture break, these are the first two drills, the first two guard breaks I teach all of my students. You should be able to do them without your hands. So that's one thing to sort of note on is, when you're holding these little anchor point side control positions, they should be able to bridge and not get your weight off of them and so on, okay? So just some tips for you on that. He comes up vertically. His knees got a little close there, but, we're working on a flow drill. It's not going to be perfect, and only by, breaking this stuff down and analyzing it can we make it way better. He could also stand and move his hips back there a little bit more north up towards my head. I bridge and roll. There. Okay, so I'm going to do another couple of videos on these flow drills and drop them in this playlist for instructionals. There I get my underhook, so you guys can check them out and be sure you're focusing on your details. Some of these techniques we already have as instructionals on the YouTube, so you can kind of look in those particular areas, like a bridge and roll escape in our undermount playlist, or guard passing. I know I did a seminar and we have a whole bunch of escaping mount videos, and that's where I kind of talk about going into escapes into guard passes. So thanks for watching, guys.